Good day everyone, this is Sir ARJIE LEYSON, one of the Matatinos teachers. Now today we will talk all about variations. Now there are four types of variation. First is direct variation, second is inverse variation, third is joint variation, and lastly, the combined variation. Now today we will discuss all about direct variation. Now let us define what is direct variation. Direct variation, so there is a direct variation whenever an equation produces pairs of numbers in which their ratio is constant. So the statements y varies directly as x may be translated mathematically as y. When we say varies equals, that means the k directly as x. So y equals k times x, where k is the constant of variation. Now let's have an example or an illustration of this direct variation. Okay, let's try example number 1. If y varies directly as x and y is 28, when x equals 4, find the constant of variation k and the equation which describes the relation. Now let's translate this statement to mathematical statement. So y varies directly as x, so we will write y equals k. When we say varies, that means the k directly as x, so we have y equals k times x. Now let's find the value of k. Now, we will write first, identify the set of given values. So we have here, y is 28 and x equals 4. We will now find k. So, using this given, we will now substitute that to our equation y equals k times x. So we have 28 equals k, and we have x is 4. Now what we're going to do now is divide both sides by 4. So we have here k equals to 7. So we have now k equals to 7 as our constant variation. Now we will find the equation of variation. So how will we write the equation of variation? We will just use our mathematical statement. We have y equals k times x, and then substitute the value of k. We have 7. So we have y equals 7x. Let's try example number 2. The table below shows the points P earned by the grade 9 class for every number of n of kilogram of waste paper collected. Find the constant of variation and the equation which describes the relation. Now you look at the table of values here. We have the number of n of kilograms, which is the waste of paper collected. So we have here 1 kilogram, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 kilogram. And here is the points P, where the students will receive every kilogram, equivalent of every kilogram that they will collect. So we have here for every 1 kilogram, so the student will receive 10 points, 2 kilogram, 20 points, until we have here and so on 7 kilograms, we have 70 points. Now you look at the table. Now you observe the table. So we have here, as you observe, whenever the number of kilogram increases, the value of points also increases. So that is direct variation. So you need to remember, whenever your value of x increases, your value of y also increases. And vice versa, whenever your x values decreases, your y values also decreases. You need to remember that. Directly proportional. So that is directly proportional. Whenever your x values increase, your y values also increase. Now let's try to find, let's write the constant of, use the mathematical statement or the mathematical equation P equals K times N. Now, how will we find the value of our K? All we need to do is we just need to select one point out of the table. So for example, we will point 3 and 30. So we have here 3 and 30. So the 3 is the N and the 30 is the P. Now let's try to substitute that to our given equation or mathematical equation. So we have here 30 equals K times 3. So divide both sides by 3. That means we have K equals 10. That is our constant variation. Now, next, we will now write the equation which describes the relation or the equation of variation. So, how will we write our equation of variation? So, we will just use our given formula P equals K times N and then substitute our constant variation. The value of our constant variation, so we have P equals 10 N. Okay, did you get it, class? Okay, very good. Okay, let's try this last example. If x varies directly as y, so and x equals 40 when y equals 8, what is the value of y when x equals 35? Now, we will write first this statement to our mathematical statement. So, x varies directly as y. So we have here x equals varies k directly as y. Now first, so we have here two sets of given values. So we have here x is equals to 40 and y equals to 8. And then we will now find diagon y when x equals 35. Now we will use first x is equals to 40 and y equals to 8 in finding the constant of variation or our value of k. So, we will use, so substitute, so we have 40 equals k times 8. So, divide both sides by 8. So, we have k equals 5. That is our constant of variation. Now, by using the value of k, we will now find the value of y using the given x is equals to 35 and k equals to 5. Using also the same formula. So we have here x equals k, y, substitute. So we have x is 35. So the k is 5 and we have y. So divide both sides by 5. So we have y equals 7. So we have here, actually class, there are two solutions in finding this given set of problem. So let's say this is the solution 1. Okay, now let's proceed in finding the other way, in finding the value of our missing value. So we have here solution 2, given the proportion x sub 1 over y sub 1 equals x sub 2 over y sub 2. Now let's find first the set of our given values, which is we have here x sub 1 as 40, we have y sub 1 equals 8, we have x sub 2 equals 35, and then the missing value y sub 2. Okay, now we will substitute our given values to the formula. So we have here 40 over 8 equals 35 over y sub 2. So, simplify the terms. So we have 40 divided 8, so we have 5 equals 35 over y sub 2. Okay, cross multiply. So we have y sub 2, 5y sub 2 equals 35. Divide both sides by 5. So we have here the value of our y sub 2 is 7. So do we have the same answer in solution 1 and solution 2? Yes, so we have the value of 7. So it's up to you, class, if you will use solution 1 or solution 2 and directly proportional when there are two given set of values and there is a missing value sa problem. Okay? So it's up to you if you will use solution 1 and solution 2. Okay, that's all for our lesson about direct variation. Now I hope that you've learned something, and in class, please don't forget to watch, like, and subscribe to the Matalinos YouTube channel. Okay, that's all for today. Bye! Annyeong!